Hi, this is Scott from Up and Down Main Street and Power Up Auto. Today we're working on a 2003 to 2007 Cadillac CTS, the rear windows. The front windows generally don't go, so you should be okay in that regard. Here's the door panel. And we're going to start by taking off, there's a small plastic plate, a couple screws behind that. There's a plate around the handle, more of a bezel. There's a couple clips that I'll show you in a second, but you should be able to get that off without any major problem. I just did. And take a look at the clips that we're talking about right there. They go just over a couple tabs where the handle is. Couple screws here and here. Next up, you've got to take off the tab where the lock knob is. Just peel back that, have it pull out a little bit, and that lock knob will come right off, no problem. When putting it back on, slide it back on and hit the unlock button to move the rod straight up before you clip it back in when you put the panel back on. Door panel comes out quite easily, pulls out, shouldn't be a problem at all. The only thing that goes bad on these is the regulator. The motors don't go, they're fairly indestructible. The switches haven't been a problem. And the regulator, you'll hear a crunching, grinding sound, and the glass will fall down in the channel. I have these at my website, Up and Down Main Street, if you need to replace them. We can ship them out today. 4 10mm nuts right here, come right out, zing, zing, zing. Couple small retaining tabs there. You can just push them together. That pops off without a problem. I usually don't bother to take off the plastic on this. I mean, I just move it out of my way, but I am going to take it off so you can see everything behind there, but you can probably do this without removing it completely. And I'm also going to remove that inside handle, again, just so I can get the plastic off to make it easy for you to see. These are really easy to do. And as I mentioned, we'll take off the plastic just so you have better viewing. Unplug the motor. And then there's 2 10mm nuts on both sides, there and, let's see if you can see it, well, and there. And just loosen those up. Oh, if, in this case, I couldn't get access to one of them, so if you can't, you're welcome to cut the cable. You won't need it again, you're getting a new cable with a new regulator. Just cut it so you can pull the window up a little bit so you can get access to that other 10mm nut. Don't cut any electrical wires, but it's okay to cut the metal wires. Once you do that, you should be able to put the glass up. A suction cup comes in handy to hold the glass in place. You don't have to remove the glass, but if you happen to have a suction cup, which I'm not sure if I'm going to show you. I guess you saw it for a second. And then you've got a few 10mm bolts to remove. Bing, bang, boom, no problem at all. Slides out quite easily. The motor is attached to the regulator with 3 Torx bolts. I don't remember what size. I'm about to hold it up so you can see it, but I can't recall whether it was 20 or 25. Oh, on the new regulator, loosen up the 2 nuts so that you'll be able to get the glass in. It's that size right there. See it? See it? See it? Yeah, I can't either. At any rate, you should have the full set of Torx drivers. It's one of those. Three screws, zip, zip, and of course, zip. Motor comes right off. I put the new one on. You didn't see it, but it's just as easy. Bolts only line up one way. You can't mess this up. Plug in the motor. Next up, turn the key on, and you're going to just not put the door panel back on yet, but just plug that harness into the end of the wiring gizmo. Put the regulator up so the glass is in it, and then you're going to tighten down those 2 10 millimeters. And you're good. You can test it out if you want. It'll work fine. Might sound a little bit creaky, but it's fine. These are aftermarket parts. They're made in China, but I've been using them for years, and they seem to be good quality. Some of them aren't. These seem to be okay. Unplug. Plastic goes back on. Please visit my website at upanddownmainstreet.com. Should be a link in the video to order these. We ship them out post office, USPS usually. Priority mail, which is fairly quick, probably looking at a couple days in most places in the US. If you're not sure if you can do this yourself, chances are you can. But just keep in mind, they say you're not a real surgeon till you've killed your first patient. Everything lines up pretty much on its own. You don't have to really adjust too much. If you're curious, I use Bosch drivers and drills. They are the best quality that I've found. Customer service is excellent with Bosch too. A few times I had problems and they overnighted me a replacement. Their products are relatively indestructible. I'm very pleased with Bosch, B-O-S-C-H.